Journal entries read aloud in court yesterday paint a picture of the mental state of Lindsay Clancy, the mother accused of killing her 3 children. A Massachusetts State Police investigator took the stand yesterday in her murder trial, and he was asked about the writings found on Clancy's phone. Now, while some of the entries were positive, such as one that read, "I love my kids," others appeared to show signs of an inner struggle. One entry said, "I want to feel happy, but it would be nice to feel authentically happy and not fake." Clancy has admitted to killing her 3 kids, but her defense argues she was suffering from postpartum psychosis and she was over-medicated. I want to bring in Abby Patkin now. She's been covering the trial for Boston.com and joins us with the latest. Abby, good morning. What else was in that journal, and why did the prosecution have that read?
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Those journal entries, as you saw, are pretty emotional stuff. She lists out some affirmations, I am a good mom, I love my kids. But then she also writes extensively about feeling sad and guilty that she's not able to be fully present for all 3 kids. And actually, prosecutors have made hay of her, saying that she resented her 2 older children for taking up some of the time that she could otherwise dedicate to her infant. But she also mentions her internal struggle about wanting more children eventually, and also knowing that her mental health is not where it needs to be for that to happen.
And Abby, Clancy's internet searches and photos were also brought up. What did we learn from that?
Yeah, so we heard about her Google searches for bipolar symptoms, psychosis, different mental health treatments, schizophrenia, suicide methods, hallucinations, but also notably mixed in with that were, as her defense attorney points out, were some day-to-day stuff about just raising her children, Paw Patrol, slime recipes, trampoline park.
I want to ask about this also. Yesterday afternoon, the prosecution asked for logs to show who's been visiting Lindsay Clancy. Who is visiting her, and what was the prosecution looking for there?
Yeah, so prosecutors specifically pointed out that a forensic psychologist working with the defense has been visiting her, as well as a priest who is close with Lindsay and her family. And while they requested logs for all visits to Lindsay throughout the trial, the judge ended up only granting access to the forensic psychologist, basically saying, if he gets called later, prosecutors will want information on his later meetings with Lindsay.
And looking ahead to next week, what can we expect in the trial?
Yeah, prosecutors seem to be wrapping up their case, so we could see them rest sometime early next week, and then the defense will start making their case, calling witnesses, and really starting to wrap up the trial.
All right, Abby Patkin, thanks for joining us. Always important to remember when we talk about stories like this, if you or someone you know needs help, you can call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.